Okay, so I've got 10 books that I'm ready to send off for grading, and I'm going to be sending them to CGC. If you want to find out why, stick around. Welcome back, family. Thank you so much for joining yet again. I'm actually going to be sending off my next submission to CGC and not CBCS. Here, as much as I've talked about it and everything, I have 4 submissions out for CBCS, and they're worrying me a bit here, guys. So, again, I want to have a level playing field of all grading companies so we have options, but lately it seems like who can mess up the worst. So again, I have 4 submissions out, a total of 50 books right now at CBCS. And let's see, the oldest submission was received by them on May 9th. It's still received. It's not scheduled for grading. It's not in process. It's just, processing is what it says. Once they open the box and enter the books into the system that they've received them, it's been sitting there since May 9th. So I have one other submission which was delivered to them May 27th. This is a single book. It was the 1990 Spider-Man #1, the regular cover, but it was signed by Stan Lee. And I sent it in for verification, which I understand is not the same as, witnessed, but I saw it, and this is for my personal collection. So I just wanted to have it slabbed, saying, and graded, so I can have it. They don't know where it is. They can't find it. I've been calling them for a couple of months. 2 months ago, the person said, yes, we found the book, and it'll be entered into the system within the next couple of days. That was a month and a half ago. They still haven't. I called them again several times, and they said, no, I'm sorry, we haven't found it. Every time I call, they say, well, do you know who you spoke to last time? I said, sir, you haven't told me your name. So how am I supposed to know who I talked to last time if nobody ever tells me what their name is? Okay. It does, and I understand that they're just trying to do the best they can, so I'm trying not to take it out on them, but at the same time, this is my only stand. I can't go to Stan Lee and get another autograph. I don't want them to have lost this book. The last 5 times that I've called, they say, do you know the tracking number? I said, yes, I've given you the tracking number multiple times. You've read it back to me. Do you not actually, are you looking at the folder? Are you looking at the file? Oh, yeah, there it is. I'm like, don't ask me for the tracking number again when I've given it to you so many times. So they've escalated it through the shipping and receiving department. They're trying to find this one book submission that I sent in. Meanwhile, the next submission was already received in on July 11th, and I have another one which I sent on August 10th, and hopefully that'll be received soon. But based on my current aggravation with CBCS, and the fact that I did send a book through walkthrough, which hopefully I'll be getting back Monday. And the lead time was listed as 9 days. It took them 2. It took them 2 days to process it through. So I think with this influx of money that they received from the Blackstone sale and under new leadership, I think that they are trying to push through to get to be a better, to earn that higher amount of money that they're charging. So I want to get some books graded. I'm sorry, I do. I love making my unboxing videos, but I can't do it if I don't get the books back. I only have 1, 2, 3 submissions at CGC. One is a walkthrough coming back. One is a reholder because I had extremely bad Newton rings for an Internals #1 and a 9.4. And the other one is a book, a submission that I sent in and they received back in March, but it was going through CCS, cleaning and pressing. This was back when I was screwing up on my cleaning and pressing, and I had no faith in it. And I sent 3 very, very key books for them to clean, press, and grade. And we're now almost at the end of September, and I believe they are going through CCS right now, and then they have to make it to grading. So I'm hoping to have them back by Christmas. We'll see what happens. But they're 3 very key books, and I think they're worth it. So I have 10 books ready to go, and I'm going to discuss the grades that I'm hoping to get and what's wrong with them. I have a Secret Wars #1. I remember buying these when they first came out. I was so excited when I saw these. This is not a great copy, okay? She's got this whole corner down here is rounded. We've got a decent crease here. I'm going to try to give this a second press just before I send it off, but got to pause this. Okay, sorry about that. I had an interruption from upstairs. Not exactly sure where I was. Okay, so yeah, I said that my Secret Wars, I want to give it an additional press, so round it off on the corner here. Overall, not a terrible book, but I'm hoping for about an 8.0. So, I've got the Iron Man #282, War Machine, first appearance. This was actually listed when I purchased it as a, flawless copy. BS, it's not. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 non-color break spine ticks, but I've pressed it twice and they won't come out. That being said, it's still a decent book, and I'm going to hope for somewhere around a 9.2 to a 9.4. I did have a future state, Wonder Woman #1, and this book has gone up considerably in value, and this is a perfect copy, so the grade that I don't really like to say, that's what I'm hoping for. Let's just say 9.6 plus. I've got my copy of Stray Dogs #1 in the gallery. Do I think long term this is a great investment? Probably not, but I really just wanted it, and it came in, and I cannot find a flaw with it, so I'm hoping for my 9.6 plus. I've got America #7, which I didn't even realize I had. I picked up a group of books of America, and this was in it. This actually has the origin story of America Chavez, and this has gained some momentum with everything that's coming up soon, and this is a beautiful copy. I'll say 9.6. I got my Spider-Man #257. I found this first appearance of Ned Leeds, and this is actually a really nice shape. Did not expect it to be in this shape. You've got to watch these spider webs up here at the top, because it almost makes it look like creases. So make sure that when you're looking at any of these books, especially the spider webs, that you tilt it at an angle and just verify, is it artwork or is it a line from a spider web? But yeah, it's got a couple of spine ticks, and one just breaks the color. So let's hope for a 9.2 on this. I have an Invincible Iron Man #3, and this was the was this the origin of Riri? No, can't be the origin of Riri. It's first cover appearance of Ironheart. It's one of the books that it's just blowing up because it's anything Ironheart, Riri Williams. And guys, I think that these are just going to get hotter as this character actually. It's all rumor, not rumor. They have the contract details and when they're going to. But as you see a trailer drop and stuff like this, these books are all going to go up. And this book is cherry. I love it. I have a copy of Bacillus #1 second print, which it's the one that has the House of Slaughter preview or advertisement or whatever on the inside. So it's the first reference to that. And I got this at cover price, and it's never. I haven't touched this book, so it's in really good shape. 9.6 plus. I have 2 books remaining. One is a Wolverine #2. It's one of the ones that I picked up at the comic convention in Atlanta the day that my car died. And she actually looks really nice. I don't see anything really wrong with it, but it's a little misalignment of the cover to the pages. I don't want to try pressing it out because that's what I don't want to accidentally pull the staples loose or anything. But I'll still call it a 9.4. And Wolverine #3, which is the black cover, and this is a real tough one because of its solid black cover, but it looks really, really nice. I'm going to call this a 9.2. So those are my 10 books that I'm going to be sending off to CGC. Yeah. been a while since I've actually sent them a regular submission. But the faster I get it out the door and the faster I can actually start documenting the times, start to compare to see who is faster. Now, CBCS does have their fast track, which it's pretty quick. It's about a week and a half, and it only costs about $32 per book. But I'm cheap. I don't want to spend that kind of money. I don't have any books that I have to have it back so for a fast turnaround. I just don't. I have books that I want to, I'm trying to make sure that I have them ready for such and such a date. So just like I'm reholdering my Eternals #1. I do plan on trying to sell that one because I was never an Eternals fan. And I bought that one a little over a year ago. It's a 9.4. So the whole purpose of that one was to flip so I could get other books. I try to, the ones that I buy with the intention of flipping are for long-term holding. What happens a lot of times, though, is the book becomes dear to me, and I wind up keeping it. If you've watched my other videos, you know there's several other ones like that have happened. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to wait for it to go to here, and then no, I'm never going to sell this book. Heir to the Empire was one of them. I got this book with the sole intention of as an investment, and when it came back at 9.8, and I realized how much I had spent on it, I said, "There's no way I'm going to sell this book unless I get a really ridiculous offer for it." Because I'll never be able to own it again. So that's where I stand. Those are my 10 books. Tell me if you think that I'm crazy for sending some of these books. Tell me if you think I'm crazy for going back to CGC. Tell me if you think I'm crazy for ever trying to leave. Again, wasn't trying to leave or put down CGC. I just wanted to give the other guys a fair shot and level the playing field. I mean, I'd like to see EGC and PGX get their act together. And if you look at like coin collecting, you've got NGC, PCGS. They're both considered to be the top graders, and their prices are pretty comparable between the two. And that's all I'm shooting for, is to try to get like I said, a level playing field. And with my tiny little channel, I'm sure I'm going to influence the whole world. Yeah, right. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me yet again. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw, and you subscribe. Don't forget to check out the video that's going to be coming out tomorrow night. This is going to be a fun one. This is going to be with the missus, and hopefully we'll be in very good moods. But until such time, thank you for joining me yet again, and as always, I'm out. As I said in the video, as soon as I was done making it, I was going to repress my Secret Wars #1, but for some reason, and I don't know why, there was a line of glue on the cardboard, which I don't, I'm sorry, I'm very, very careful, very meticulous when it comes to my cardboard. I keep them in plastic bags. I take them out one at a time. I make sure there's no dust on them. I don't want to get any pebbling, but there was a line of glue, and I didn't know it. And when I went to pull it off, I actually pulled a nice chunk of color right off of the book here, creased the book. It just got stuck. What the heck? And I see little pieces of black flaking all over the place. This is going to really knock this book down to like a 6, and at this point, it is not worth grading. I'm sorry. I'll still keep it, and I'll read it again. But so you win some, you lose some. But so just because I want to keep it at 10, what I'm going to substitute the book with is my copy of Wind #1, 3rd printing, and it's a very low print run on this. And it's in absolutely immaculate condition. And let's hope for a 9.6 plus on that. Okay, so sorry for the little amendment there. Believe me, I'm much more upset about it than you are. But thanks for sticking around and seeing what I did to my book. And I'm out again.